So I was talking to a client the other day, and we were talking about how sometimes when we want to take care of ourselves, we feel like we're a burden to everybody else. So actually taking the time to take care of our mind, body, and soul, like, it's gonna burden other people, or it's gonna cause them to be annoyed, or like we're gonna somehow affect their well-being when we go take care of our well-being, right? And that could be our we think like our children, our partners, our family, right? Like actually placing boundaries and saying no, or actually saying not right now, like instead of responding to the messages right away, or instead of responding to a text like immediately, we think that we're like somehow fucking up the people by not taking care of ourselves first, right? And what I was explaining to my client is that by you focusing on nurturing yourself and giving yourself what you need, like literally your mind, body, and soul, like getting in alignment with those three things daily, every single day, is going to set yourself up for success, and it's going to actually improve your relationships with all of these people that I mentioned. It is actually going to make you a more pleasant person. It's going to make you feel more grateful, whatever those feelings that you need to cultivate by taking that time off for yourself, right? But actually doing it like daily, like making that a daily habit, you're actually empowering yourself to become a better person. Okay, so it's so important that every day we really look at our needs, and we really use our intuition to ask ourselves, what do I need right now? You can even think of yourself as like your body as a separate person. Like, what does she need right now? And really pay attention and do this in every area, as it relates to eating foods, as it relates to moving your body intuitively in a way that feels good and pleasurable, as opposed to what you should be doing, or what you should be doing out of guilt or shame, right? Really focusing on the things that are going to give you pleasure, make you feel the best, that's the best way to have sustainable, healthy habits for the rest of your life, as opposed to some yo-yo dieting or following some fad diet. What everybody else is doing is really connecting to yourself and your needs and what you need. So that's regarding body, right? For our mind, for me, for example, every single day when I wake up, the first couple minutes, my mind sometimes is all over the place. Like, my thoughts immediately go to something negative. It immediately goes to noticing everything that's wrong, everything that I didn't get done the day before, or everything that I haven't been able to do in life, business, with my family, in my relationship, whatever that is, right? Or even with my own self-care. Like, I'll start nitpicking at everything that I haven't done perfectly. So it's so important that we spend those first few minutes of our day, instead of reaching for social media, instead of starting to talk to the person next to us or whatever, instead of getting any external information from the outside world, really look within and start centering yourself back to yourself, and start thinking thoughts that are more positive, thoughts that are more empowering, thoughts that are more kind to yourself, as opposed to beating yourself up or thinking about everything that's wrong. Start thinking about everything that is right. So, right, it's so important to spend the first few moments of our day spending some moment on gratitude, and even self-forgiveness, right? Forgiving ourselves for all the shit that we didn't do perfectly, or for all the ways that we're not where we want to be. Really noticing that we may not be where we want to be, but we certainly are where we used to be, right? So, and what happens is when we start creating that daily habit, that starts setting our mind up for success. It starts actually turning into who we are. And then it becomes easier throughout your day. Once you set your mind up in the morning, throughout your day, when you do start noticing those negative thoughts, when you do start noticing yourself coming back to that like self-sabotage or not having energy, really to come back and ask yourself, okay, what thoughts am I having right now? Like, why do I not have energy right now? What was the last thought that just went through my head? And then sometimes you'll notice, like, oh, I'm not being very kind to myself. I just told myself that I'm lazy, or I just told myself something negative about whatever it is that's going on, something that I didn't do enough of, right? And you'll just catch yourself, like, you'll catch instantly these thoughts, and you'll be able to shift them more quickly, right? But it all starts with a a habit of doing these things. It starts with the conscious choice of being really self-aware, and then doing the tools, doing the things that are going to shift us out of that state quickly, right? In order for us to be a more positive person and be a more resilient person, have more grit, right? Have a success mindset. So it's not that we're going to be perfect or like positive vibes only. It's about being able to notice the shit and shifting out of it quickly to something that's more helpful to ourselves and to everyone else around us. So I hope that this resonates with you. Let me know in the comments below. And make sure to subscribe to my YouTube. Make sure to go to my website to subscribe for my emails. And it's imperfectlyvibrant.com. And I'll see you soon.